Good morning, Facebook family and friends. Happy Tuesday. It is for those of you in the East Coast or in Texas. Wow, I feel so bad about the weather. I'm actually going for my wisdom walk number 16, and it is 74 degrees and absolutely beautiful here in Southern California. Actually, I should have said that before I came down the stairs, but look at that view. It's so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous today. But that's Southern California for you. Let me flip back around. Okay, wisdom walk number 16. Wisdom walk number 16. Is the juice worth the squeeze? I'll let that resonate for a minute. Is the juice worth the squeeze? So again, no comments on my funny little hat. I'm not wearing the umbrella today because I'm curing a little bit from my esthetician. So thank you for all the stuff that she's done for me. I'm getting better. It's getting better and better. Still a process. So let's go back to, is the juice worth the squeeze? So what do we consider the juice? The prize. The thing that we're all seeking. The thing that we're all looking for. The thing that we want to accomplish. Whatever it may be. Financial success, a job, a promotion, all the things that we gain from the squeeze. And the squeeze is the work. So, but the story of it is the juice, orange juice, grapefruit juice, lemon juice, whatever type of juice you want. So it could be the job that you go to every day, that you're trying to put yourself in a position to become debt-free, to retire, to pay your bills, to buy a new home. I saw a friend of mine yesterday. I'm not sure if she's even going to see this. Miss Cruz over there in Havasu. She posted on her page that she paid off her car and she's now debt-free. And I'm so proud of her. I didn't even tell her that. I guess I should message her and tell her how proud I am of her that she did that. Was able to pay off her car. Single mom, working her butt off, going to school, doing 2 jobs. So was that juice worth the squeeze? So the juice is now she's happy, she doesn't have a car payment, and she's debt free. And the squeeze was putting in those 2 jobs, working her butt off, going to school, single mom taking care of her kids. So that's the squeeze. So in her case, it's definitely a win. So the thought is, what are you doing? What juice are you looking for? And is the squeeze worth it? So I can give you an analogy of myself, and you can pick whatever you choose best. Fortunately, my queen and I have come up with a brilliant plan, I believe. Of course, the plan doesn't work without amazing people like you guys that's been following us for all these years. And some of you don't realize how far back it goes. I know Valerie does. Several people do, because I've been doing this for a long time. This goes back to 2002, when we left the slavery of corporate America, which we didn't know any better. Because unfortunately for me, at that time, I didn't have wisdom walks. I didn't have a company called Envy Solutions or a CEO willing to give me their time, talk to me, mentor me for nothing. So that's why I did the corporate veil. Got into corporate America, worked my butt off. That juice was worth the squeeze because I wanted to have a home, wanted to have a family, wanted to have decent things, wanted to pay my bills, wanted to go on vacation once a year for a week. After you maybe work there 5 years, you get 2 weeks. Wow, how wonderful that is, huh? Work your butt off for 5 years, you get a 2-week vacation. On the industry I came from, how it worked is if you left your job and went on vacation, there's a very good chance when you come back, there's somebody sitting in your seat. That was the car business, because they didn't care about you. They only cared about sales, what you can bring to the table. But that juice was worth the squeeze for me at that time, because that's all I knew. Didn't have a mentor or someone to help pull me out of that slavery mentality of waking up in the morning, going to work to make someone else's dreams come true. Because that's what I did for a very long time in my life. Yeah, I made money, paid my bills, bought a home, bought a car, bought a boat, but I was still in that slavery mentality because I was going to make Micah Donahue rich by running his Mercedes store. And eventually, he sold it for 88 mil, and I got nothing. I think I talked about that in a wisdom walk before. It is what it is. So those are the things that made me realize which juice is worth what squeeze. So when I got into the industry I'm in right now, in 2002, you can call it whatever you want to call it, MLM, network marketing, affiliate marketing, a scam, whatever you want to call it. It's up to you. Call it as you see. Just because you call someone something doesn't make it so. Doesn't make it true. My dad used to tell me, it's not what they call you, it's what you answer to. So you guys call it whatever you want to call it. But the reality of it is documentation beats conversation. And I've been documenting like crazy. So I don't see anybody jumping on my page reputing my documentation. I don't see that at all. Interesting. You know why? Because you can't repute documentation. Because it is what it is. So once I got into the game I'm in now, we were in a position now that I got mentors. So in 2002, I got a mentor. And that mentor made me realize that I don't have to have a job anymore. That the juice is a lot sweeter if you do the squeeze and you put yourself in a position to not have to go to work every day, which I did. Now here I am, 2002, almost 20 years later, and retired twice. My final retirement was February 1st. Won't be going back to work, for sure, I can tell you that, because the juice of what I did was worth the squeeze. So my plus is I would like to put everyone and give everyone the same opportunity that I had. And I understand some people work at different speeds, different levels. I did an update today on our team page talking about the Indy 500, one of the most brutal car races in the world. And 500 miles, someone's gonna come in first place. Someone's gonna come in fifth place. Someone's gonna come in 10th. Someone's coming last. What's the difference between the person that's coming first and the one's coming in last? They all got a race car. They all have a team. They all do what they need to do. But maybe someone's doing it just a little bit better than the other person. Maybe that's why they rank a little bit higher. That's why they put themselves in the number 1 position, a number 5 instead of number 6, or number 10 instead of number 11. So we all have to get in where we fit in life. We do whatever we need to do. I'm just a number 1 player. I don't play for second place because I put in the work and I do what I have to do. So just before we retired, I decided that we're going to go heavy into investments, mainly passive. So add multiple income streams, which I've been talking about for years, because that's the only way to true freedom is multiple income streams. And we have done quite well in the first 6 weeks of our endeavor. In fact, if I looked at our biggest endeavor that we did, and I compare it, compounding is amazing when you think about it, because the first endeavor we started in February of 2002, and I worked it for 6 months. Didn't understand what I was doing because my mentor really didn't pop into place because I was a nobody in the company until they realized that maybe I could do something. Then the mentorship started. See, with me, I mentor anybody that wants to be mentored. All you gotta do is call. All you gotta do is reach out. So the first 6 months in that company, I think the Queen and I made like $277. Sorry about that. Lost signal there. Had to turn it around. So the Queen and I made $200 something for the first 6 months. Then we found out there was a system and a mentorship start. And the first month we made about 27 grand. And that was in the first month. But it took 6 months to get there. But what's interesting in my new endeavor of retirement and doing passive incomes, now many of you can do the active if you choose, that's fine. I have a system that does the active for me. It's automated. I built it, so I let it do all the work, so I don't have to do the work. Smart thinking. So I don't have to do the active portion, let the system do the active portion. I just do the mentoring portion and the passive portion. So if we made $277 in the first 6 months, and in the first month of this made over 6 figures, what does that tell me is going to look like in 2 years or 3 years? Because you're playing in a different arena. So the juice, to me, in this program is definitely worth the squeeze. So the question is what are you working on? What's your juice? And are you putting in the squeeze to make it work? If you feel lost and you feel like I don't know what to do, very simple. Like it's been said, I've said this many times. Find yourself someone that's where you want to be, millionaire, multimillionaire, billionaire. And if you're so lucky that they will allow you to follow everything they do, then there's a very good chance what happened to them is going to happen to you. Makes life very simple. So we created Envy Solutions for that reason, with a trifecta. And the trifecta is very simple. In order to have the successes of the world, you have to have the right mindset. Because the mindset that's taught in school and in society is not the mindset of wealth. If it was, you wouldn't have something called one percenters. One percenters means only 1% of the population can afford to do it. That tells you a story. So what's the other 99% doing? Like crabs in a barrel. And nobody is really pushing themselves to that level because the average person does not have 6 month savings. If they lost their job today, they're out of luck. They'll be on the street very soon. And that's not a way to live. So I have to get your mindset right. So we have 2 things in mindset called the Good Life, which you can get involved in, free. Then the Wisdom Walks, which is what I'm doing right now, free. And once you have your mindset right, or if you feel you have your mindset right now, you don't have to do it in any special order. You can jump into our second phase of Envy Solutions, which is the income opportunity phases. Just 3 of those. Get in where you fit in. Do 1, do 2, or do all 3. Up to you. Or do none. And just do the mindset and then continue doing what you're doing to enrich your life, which is great. That's fine. Then once you get to that level, then you can go on to the third phase of Envy Solutions, which is our investment arm. As of yesterday morning, we had 6 opportunities. As of today, we have 8 opportunities because we added 2. Number 8 is going on the site here in a few minutes after I finish my Wisdom Walk, because I test everything first. So I sent over my cryptocurrency over to the exchange. Bitcoin exchanges runs a little bit slower than ETH. You may not know what I'm talking about right now, but you'll learn it. So I'm going to wait till that happens. By the time I get back from my walk, it should be there. And then I will post that on our group page for you to decide what you want to do. All I do is owe you 2 things. An opportunity and proof that it works. That's all I owe you. And I do everything to show. It's show and tell. So the juice, for me, is worth the squeeze. Because the squeeze is all the work I put in to help people better their lives. Doesn't matter if you're on my team, not on my team, someone I never met before, someone that just wants the information. It's all public knowledge. It's all up there for you. So the juice of it is I get to go on with my day and wake up in the morning knowing I made a difference. And that, not sure if that motivates any of you, but that puts a smile on my face and gives me purpose every morning to wake up. And that purpose is what I enjoy. And the purpose is what I enjoy of my life every day. I'll give you an example. And the Queen feels the same way because we're kindred spirits. We think the same. In fact, this morning when I was setting up investment opportunity number 8, she walked in my office and she had a piece of paper in her hand, and she's so cute because I always know when she's about to do something. She goes, "I got something for you." And I'm like, "Okay." And she looked at the paper and she said, "The juice is worth the squeeze." And she goes, "That's a perfect wisdom walk for you, and I'll let you run with it." She didn't say anything else. She didn't tell me what it meant. She didn't tell me what to say because she knows how my mind works. So it's interesting. I'll give you a little hint. See, a lot of people, and I think I talked about this in one of the wisdom walks, maybe I'll do a full wisdom walk about this. Procrastination is a killer. Procrastination will just, it will destroy dreams and hopes. It can kill you. So she told me that, and I was still in my PJs, putting some information together, and I literally stopped everything I was doing and jumped on it, put on my workout clothes, got my little hat, got my phone, and did my wisdom walk within 5 to 10 minutes of her telling me that. Because the juice of that is worth the squeeze for me. Because if I can touch one person on this live that makes a difference for you, then that's all that matters. Okay? So you guys go out and find that juice and squeeze the heck out of it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.